Oh, hello yoga friends. Today we're going to do something that I like to do whenever there's a full moon, which is a chakra tuning class. We're going to try to figure out where our nervous system is bundled up, and we're going to try to squish it and then release it. So I hope you enjoy this class, and make sure you come back to it if you ever find that the full moon, is keeping you up at night or just giving you a little bit of a reaction, because after all, we are animals. So coming to the top of the mat, here we go. Get settled in your feet. Can hardly wait for this. Inhale, arms coming up, salutations, look up. Exhale, forward bending. Inhale, open up your chest. Exhale, bring the right leg back and drop your right knee. Low lunge. Inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, hands on the floor. Lift the back knee. And the next exhale, go into down dog. First down dog. Breathe. Right foot forward. Drop your left knee. Sweep your arms up. Low lunge. Exhale, hands at the top of your mat. Lift the back knee. Curl your back. Bring your left foot beside your right foot. Interlock your fingers to the webbing and allow your arms to fall open behind your back towards the floor, chest and thighs together. Now lean back into your heels. Inhale, come all the way up. Look up, palms touch. Exhale, hands in the middle of chest. Inhale, let's do that again. Arms up. Exhale, forward bending. Inhale, open up your chest. This time, let's bring the left leg back. Drop the back knee. Sweep your arms up. Inhale. Exhale, hands on floor. Lift the back knee. Curl your back. Down dog. Take a moment in down dog. Right knee into your chest. Right foot forward. Drop your left knee. Oops, we did the same side. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, I hope you remembered. Left foot coming forward. Fold. Interlock your fingers to the webbing behind your back. Lean back into your heels. Come all the way up. Sweep up. Let's go do that other side now. Inhale. Exhale, forward bending. Inhale, open up your chest. Exhale, right knee back. Sweep your arms up. Inhale. Exhale. Hands on floor. Step back into down dog. Breathe. Ears near your arms. Feel this. We're going to go and do our little standing work to wake up the long bones in our body and the long muscles. Pivot the left foot, right foot coming near your right thumb. Sweep your arms up going into warrior one. You can have your hands behind your head, anything that makes you happy, makes you feel supported. Inhale into your heart. Exhale, fall back a little bit more. Then straighten-ish your front leg. Pivot the back foot. Warrior two legs. Inhale, arms coming up. Exhale, front knee over ankle. Now if you have to switch or fidget with your feet or inchworm them away from each other, you go ahead and do that. Spread your toes, inhale. Exhale, go deeper, press the toes into the floor. Left hand goes back. Flip the right palm to the ceiling. Inhale, right arm goes up. Exhale, still looking up. Bend your elbow. Take the back of your head with the palm of your hand. Elbow close into your head so that you can feel it. Then inhale, come on up. We're going to enter into triangle. Shove your left hip back. Right hand comes down. If you want to use your blocks, this is a good time. Inhale, open up your chest into triangle. If you want to go deeper, exhale, bend the left elbow, shoot it up and overhead. Fingers really wide. Breathe. Inhaling. Exhaling. And then look down. Left hand circles down. All 10 toes in the same direction. Drop your left knee and then monkey it. Push your right heel in. Shove your hips back. Have your arms quite wide. Fingers really active. Spread both sets of toes. And then bend your elbows on an exhale and come on down. Woo. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, lift that back knee. Press through the palms of your hands, curl your back, move into down dog. Breathing, getting warm. Pivot the right foot, pull the belly in, left foot, left thumb. Pivot that back foot, sweep your arms up. Warrior one, breathe. You can do whatever you'd like to do with your arms. If you don't want to bring your hands up because your shoulders are tired today, then just bring your hands onto your hips. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhale, straighten that front leg, pivot the back foot, warrior two legs. Inhale, arms coming up. Exhale, front knee over ankle. Push the back heel into the floor. Really feel that. Feel the energy of your feet. And then tilt back so your right hand comes on your back leg. Flip the left palm to the back of your mat. Then exhale, take the back of your head with your left palm and keep your elbow close in. Inhale into this. Exhale, go a little deeper. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, moving into triangle. Shove your right hip back. Take your time here. And then you can be on a block or not. Open up your chest, right rib cage over left, right arm bone up. Really reaching, opening everything up. If you want to go a little deeper, exhale, bend the right elbow and shoot it up overhead. So you just feel this line of energy between the back foot and your right fingertips. Look down, lift the back heel, pivot the back foot, right hand comes down, drop your right knee, dig your left heel in, flex your left toes, feel the back toes, have your hands a little bit wider than normal, and then on an exhale, bend your elbows and say hello to your left hamstring. Ooh. Yo, yo, yo. Walk into that left knee, lift the back heel, press the back heel away and lift that back knee, curl your back a lot, and then move into down dog. We're going to hold down dog so that we can feel the warmth, the length. And then you're going to walk all the way to the middle of your mat and come down to seated. You can have any comfortable seated pose. We're going to get into the first area where our nerves really bundle, which is in the pelvis, where our digestion and all other interesting things happen. So if you can't do the next thing, that's okay. All you have to do is imagine it. So we're going to I'm going to do this in half lotus. You're going to take your hands on either side of your hips, and it's as if you don't want to sit on the mat. You press down and forward and try to lift as much of your pelvis off the floor. Pull everything in, and then when you exhale, and you come down and you release. If you're not able to push and lift everything, you could imagine not peeing on the mat, and that will give you the same feeling of lifting, holding, and then releasing. So we'll do this 3 times. So pressing down. And if you're doing it in half lotus, maybe you want to also shift that half lotus. I'm going to do it on the next one. And then come down, open up your chest, feel the gush. In full lotus, then you would be lifting both sets of both legs. Press through the palms of your hands for the final one. Lift, 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 pull everything in. Really lift that pelvic floor. It's trying to get to your lowest rib. And then exhale, release. Bring your hands. That's a quick way to get warm. Bring your hands. You can have fire log legs if you'd like, or auspicious pose, heel in front of heel. And you can just bring your hands onto your knees and close your eyes and feel that engagement in the pelvic floor, but also the heat that you created. That's Mula Bandha. For those of you who like to know, we're going to move up the whole nervous system, thinking of the front of our body, even though the nervous system is also all around. But there's places where things are bundled. We're going to get into the next area near the solar plexus, and also where there's digestion, other things happening. So digging your heels in, pull the stuff back, take your hands on either side, and press. Dig your heels in and press through the palms of your hands so you feel this lifting through your waistline. So feel your waistline lifting, pull the belly button into the backbone, bring your hands anywhere along the tops of your legs. Or if you are able, but we're not bending forward, it's our whole back, the back of my head in line with the back of my heart. So the whole upper body is straight. So keep breathing and pulling. Feel the squishing just where your belly button is. Keep pulling it. And then we're going to go as far as we can go. You can bring your arms forward. Back of your head is in line with your heart. And squish. Imagine you're squishing the part in your belly button and in that waistline. Concentrate on that area. We're going to be doing this more than once, so we'll have more chances to squish. So inhale, come on up. You can use your fingertips. You can land your hands, and then you can be on your fingertips and try to get your body really, really tall. It's like you're trying to get into more of what we can squish. And then you're going to exhale. You're going to do exactly the same thing. You're going to grab the top part of your leg, your thigh or your feet. Then you inhale, open up your chest. Back of your head is in line with your heart. Maybe you come down a little bit further this time, but just squish, squish your little tummies. And then on the next exhale, you're going to come down. Back of head in line with your heart, but try to bring those arms forward so they're going to help with the squish. And then using your fingertips, come on up. You're going to drag your right foot in front of your right hip. Then take if you have sensible calves like me, push the calf out to the right, lean over to the left, and then hug this right heel close into your hip. Press down, lift the pelvis, and then come on down onto your elbows. So this is the first place. Don't let your knee pop up. If your knee starts popping up, then sit up. You just want to feel it right in the body of this thigh. That's one of the biggest muscles we have, especially for girls. Those of you who can come all the way down, you should, because it feels so good. Woo! Breathing. Then dig your elbows in to help yourself come back up. Tuck your chin in, come all the way up. Then you're going to dig that left foot in. You're going to walk into that left foot, and then you're going to scoot your right leg back. So front knee over ankle, shoelace side of the right foot. So the pelvis is trying to come down and forward. So they were feeling, again, the front of that right hip. But we're going to go a little further. I know you're excited. Tuck the back toes under, and then start moving your left foot forward. I know this is early in the practice, but we're squishing. So don't worry about your flexibility. Think about squishing. So you're trying to get into a full split. Press down. Bring that left foot close into your chest again. Shoelace side of the back foot again. And then feel how that feels. It should feel a little more accessible. Tuck your back toes under. Straighten the back leg. Press the back heel away. Yay! Down dog. Whew. Breathing. And then walking into the middle of your mat. Come to seated again. Bring your feet up, out. Take your hands alongside, or you could even bring your hands right on the top of your leg bones and press down to get a little bit more waistline. And then you're going to come forward again into a forward bend with a straight back. Grab what you need to grab. Open up your chest, back of your head in line with the back of your heart. Inhale. And then exhale, feel, squish. Really pull that belly button into the backbone. And then on the next exhale, come all the way down. Whatever down means for you. Back of your head in line with your heart. Breathe. Inhale. Come on up. And drag your left foot in front of your left hip. Lean over. Push that calf muscle out of the way so your knee is safe. And then tuck your left foot close into your left hip. Press down, lift your pelvis, tuck the tail, and then wherever it starts to give you feedback on this left quadricep, that's where you need to stay. This is not about hurting your knee. If you can come all the way down, you should, because it feels so good. Woo! Just imagine that your left quadricep has a lung and you can pump it up with breath, and you can pump up the base of your pelvis with breath, and you can feel the reaction when you do that into that left hip, into the left quadricep. And then coming up, tuck your chin in if you're all the way down, and then bend your elbows. We're going to walk into that right foot, and we're going to move the left leg way, way back. So front knee over ankle, chest is coming forward, pelvis is coming down. Relax the shoelace side of your left foot. Breathing. Ooh. And now we're going to play with splits. So tuck the back toes under so you know that your back leg is working. And now just walk that right foot forward. And I like to keep my feet pretty active because I'm pretty flexible, but what I'm working on is strength. I don't want to just be a Gumby girl. I want to feel strong in my body and where the joints are. And so by pulling my feet towards each other and actually pressing down and lifting my whole pelvis off the floor, I'm really going to be working hard and supporting those joints. And that's really what we all should be working towards. Bring your right foot closer into your chest. Go back into that low, very exaggerated lunge. Relax the back foot, shoelace side of the back foot on the floor. Press down and tuck the toes again of the back foot. Curl your back a lot. Oh my goodness, down dog's going to feel good. Right foot goes back, down dog. Breathing. Ears near your arms. Then we're going to come down, going into the middle of our mat. For some of you, you'll want to go sideways on your mat, but if you don't have enough space, but essentially we're going into a wide leg forward bend. So to set this up for the very best that we can do, the very best squishing, is you could take your hands, bring them underneath, very close into your pelvis, and then lift and move forward, and you'll see that your arms will separate your legs with a relaxed buttock, and this will give you more space in your wide leg forward bend. Come forward, inhale, open up your chest, exhale, use your blocks if that's good for you. We're going to start off being bent elbows, equal if you can. If you can come all the way down with your elbows bent, then come on down. And then for those of you who are pretty flexy, I'm going to bring my feet in, give you a chance to see this. You're going to grab your toes, you're going to inhale, open up the chest, and exhale, you're going to hover, you're going to look forward. So those who are super flexy can go down and maybe even have a nap, but I don't want you to do that. I want you to hold your body by squishing that center of near the solar plexus, near your belly button into the backbone. It is working like crazy. Then inhale, come on up. Good work. Exhale, lean back. Bring your feet together. Bring them really close. Pull the stuff back again. Grab the sides of your feet. So a Baddha Konasana, but the most profound round. So we're going to inhale, open up your chest. Pull your elbows close in. Squish your armpits close. Curl your back a lot. And squish your whole front body. Breathe. Go squishing even more. Fishing and squishing. Inhale. Come on up. Exhale, move those feet a little bit further. Grab them. Open up your chest again and come forward again. Curl your back a lot. Feel like your chest now is coming together and you're separating your shoulder blades. Pull, pull, pull with your hands. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, bring your feet forward. Let those legs relax. Give them some air and light. Bring your hands again beside your hips and then dig your heels in so you can really feel all the heat that we're building up. We need to do a counter pose because we've been forward, 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 and our body wants to go the other way. So we're going to do tabletop. So you can bring your feet hip width apart. Bring your hands right underneath your shoulders and take a look at them so. Some of you will have to have your hands angled out a little bit. Depends on how flexible your shoulders are. So you can try both versions. Middle fingers are parallel. You're going to lift your toes so you know your legs are active. Then you're going to inhale, open up your chest, shove your hips forward. Exhale, lift your hips. Look along your legs. The only time that you could look at the ceiling is if your hips are higher than your knees, then just hold your head between your trap muscles. Feel your fingertips. Breathe. I know this is hard. That's the idea. This is a counter pose for all the forward bends we just did. And then come down onto your butt. Cross your ankles. We're going to do vinyasa. You're going to cross your ankles. You're going to bring your hands to the top of the mat. Step back into plank. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, drop your knees. Exactly the same time. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, press down and forward. Modified chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Notice how your body is reacting to that. Tuck your toes. Active child's pose. Use your fingertips and push those wrist bones forward. It's like a pouncy dog. You're not exactly got your butt on your heels. And then press down, curl your back, and then move into down dog. Yeah, so that should feel good. Bring your right knee into your chest, land your right foot, drop your left knee. So it's important to get really technical about this next thing. We're going to try to make the lowercase h with our body. So your left shoulder is over your left hip, it's over your left knee, back toe is tucked because it gives you some stability, and the front knee is over the ankle, the right knee, right ankle. Take your left arm bone up, breathe, then exhale, you're going to do a little twist. Left hand is going to come into the middle of your right thigh, and you're in a twist to the right side of your mat, and then you're going to bring your right arm bone up. And we'll just wobble here. This is good. And we're twisting. Remember, we're trying to squish things today. And then for those of you who can go a little bit further, you bring your left rib cage onto that thigh. And whoops, maybe fingertips on the floor on the outside of your right foot. And then your right arm bone up. So now we're really squishing. Pull the belly button into the backbone. Keep your throat nice and long. Then look down. Right hand comes on the outside of that foot and the left hand on the outside, on the inside. And then you're going to go into a monkey pose again. Coming down over your right leg. Bending elbows. We're going to take that left knee and we're going to sneak it onto the outside. I don't know if you saw that, I did it pretty fast. The outside of your right foot. So we are now in a twist on the right side. Make sure you're not sitting on that foot. Left foot, you want your right buttock on the floor, and we're going into a twist. But now the normal kind of twist that we normally do on the floor. If you want to hook and look behind you, if you want a little more feelings, but don't hurt your neck. Keep your nose in line with your belly button, your heart. And then scarecrow arms. Inhale, arms coming up. Exhale, come forward, going right into cow head pose. So knee over knee. Now, just do your best. You're going to inhale, flex your feet, feel your feet. I like to press my feet into my hands, and it pushes femurs right back into the hip socket. And then exhale, come forward into cow. Breathe. If you know full cow head pose, you'll know that you would be taking your right arm bone up, not pushing your head forward, and then the left arm bone behind and opening up your chest and coming forward. So those are the horns of the cow. We're going to do a third version and coming forward. You should feel this. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, release. You're going to take your fists this time and you're going to push them right in front of your hip bones. So you're pressing down. It's almost like you're anchoring your femurs into the mat. And you're going to inhale, move your chest away. Exhale, come down again. So interesting versions. You're always welcome to pick the one that you enjoy the most and keep repeating. Come on up. Lean back. Uncross your legs. Recross them. Roll over. Step back into plank. Inhale, high plank, drop your hips. Exhale, tuck tail. Knees come on the floor exactly the same time. Modified chaturanga. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, come all the way down. Inhale, little cobra. Exhale, active child's pose. Press those hands away. Find those wrists. Curl forward. And then exhale, down dog. Left knee into chest. Left foot comes forward. Right knee on the floor. Back toes are tucked. When you come up, you're getting your alignment so that your right shoulder is over your right hip, over your right knee, and you know where your back foot is. And the front knee is over the ankle. You're going to bring your right arm bone up. Exhale, bring the right hand into the middle, the outside of your left thigh. Take your time. Left arm can come up. And that could be the twist that you're working on today. If you want to go a little deeper, you can bring your right rib cage over your left leg. You can use your fingertips or a block. The left arm comes up. So you're squishing. Squish, squish. And exhale, release. You're going to take that right knee. You're going to sneak it with a little hop on the outside of your left foot. You're going to come down into a twist. How nice is this twist? Oh, lean into your left buttock. Don't sit on that right heel. So you do the twist that works for you. Could be that you are holding on to that leg. It could be that you decide to hook and look. Breathing. Yeah. You're squishing. Try to squish everything in the front body. Yeah. And then inhale. Bring your arms up, scarecrow style. Exhale, come forward. Cow head on this side. left knee over the right knee. Flex your feet so you know that your knees are going to be safe there. Bottom part of your leg is holding your knee properly. Inhale, open up your chest. Exhale, come on down into cow head. Woo, make sure that you're not lifting your buttocks, you're pressing those buttocks back. Inhale, come on up, left arm bone, and then reach behind these are your horns. Inhale, open up your chest. Exhale, come on down. Feel it. You should still feel warm. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, release those hands. Bring your fists and push them in front of the hip bone and anchor your femurs into the floor. Inhale, open up your chest. Press down, press down. Exhale. It's like you're moving over your fists. Squishing. Breathing. Inhale, come on up. Lean back. Untangle, retangle. Roll over your feet. Bring your hands to the top of the mat. Step back into plank. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, drop your knees. Drop your entire chest onto the floor. Keep your hands near your shoulders. That's exactly where they are. Keep your toes tucked under to start with, and then just hover. We're just going to warm up the back. Hover your hands. Feel the work that your upper back is doing. Exhale, drop your hands. Now press all 10 toenails into the floor. Interlock your fingers, the webbing behind. And inhale into your heart. Exhale, pull your hands away. Inhale into this shape again. Exhale, lift your legs. Whoa, spread those toes. Feel the back working, working, working. Exhale, release, hands on the floor. Press back, active child's pose. Tuck toes, wrists open. Breathing. And then press through the palms of your hands. Inhale, curl forward, angry cat. Exhale, down dog. This down dog should feel delicious. Then walk to the middle of your mat again. Bring your knees exactly at the same time on the floor. If your knees are a little bony, you can just fold your mat up, or if they are a little more sensitive, you can have your knees quite wide. We're going to variations of camel. So we're moving up. Now the nervous system that we're dealing with is near the heart and the lungs, an area that is often closed during our day. It carries a lot of stuff. So we're going to try to open it. So you're going to bring the roots of your toes together. So you're triangulating your knees and your toes in the back. And you're going to take your hands into your low back, and the fingers can be either facing down where your sacrum is, or if you have more flexibility in your shoulders, then flip the palms of your hands. Don't go fast, because we want the body to figure stuff out. We don't have to keep thinking, well, we should do this or we should do that. Let the breath guide you. It will create the space. So inhale, chest lifts. Exhale, back of your heart relaxes. Inhale, your chest lifts to the ceiling. Up, up, up. Exhale, soften. And inhale, press the sacrum. Come all the way up. Take your time. Undo your toenails. Sit back. Japanese seated posture. Flip the palms of your hands. Close your eyes. Breathe. Let's do that again. But let's bring our legs parallel. You can have your toenails on the floor or tuck the toes, sorry. Bring your hands into the middle of your chest. We're going to enter into this camel a little differently. We're going to inhale, left arm is going to circle and come around. So the left chest is opening up. Remember, we're opening, opening, opening. Left fingers come to your left heel or your calf muscle. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. We're going to inhale, right arm bone goes up. Exhale, right hand comes back. Now don't drop your head. You want to inhale into your heart. And then wherever your heart is pointing, it's where your eyes are pointing. Make sure that you're holding your head and not dropping it. Inhale, pelvis comes forward, chest goes up, 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 up. Exhale, soften. Woo. One hand in front of the heart, other hand in front of the heart. Notice what has to work here. And then come all the way up. Undo your toes, sit back, flip the palms of your hands, close your eyes and feel. Whew. Breathe. So whenever we do back bends, if you have a full back bend, it's part of your practice, this would be the time to do it. But whenever we do full back bends, we have to do a counter pose. And I know the one that I'm really feeling right now that I really would like to do is a forward fold. So come to the top of the mat, flip the palms of your hands. You don't have to have your legs straight. Just squish your tummy and your chest and your thighs towards each other. Move your hands, relax your wrists, move your hands over to the left, forehead trying to come to your left shin, and then again over to the right. And then do that again. So you're just shifting the weight from left to right. And then angle out your feet. Knees are going to be in the same direction as your toes, and then come on down into a squat. And then reach forward, reach forward, reach forward, and kerplunk your butt. And then if you've got blocks, I'd really like you to use them now. Bring them between your knees. This is going to squish even more. If you'd like to use the block with the palms of your hands pushing, that's going to squish even more. So inhale, come on up. Exhale, curl, tuck the tail. Imagine squishing. Squishing every muscle in your front body, all your organs, your heart, your lungs, your arms, your legs. And when you come all the way down, bring your legs up to the ceiling, your arms up to the ceiling, but keep squishing. Nice. Bend one knee and the other knee. Take the block and put it on your tummy. Bring your arms out to the side, scarecrow style, for a moment. You can allow your knees to tent towards each other or the soles of your feet, your knees wide. Just take a moment. Nice. We're going to do 2 final poses here. One is going to be a heart opener. Roll over to one side so you can come and see and come up. We're going to use these blocks as a T. So one is going to be behind the head and the other one's going to be along between our shoulder blades. So make a T at the top of your mat and then get a little closer. You want the one that's long to go between your shoulder blades. So just take your hands and you'll have to fidget a little bit. You don't want it to go to where your cervical curve is. Then you want to take the other block, and the medium height is the best. Oh, I can hardly wait for this. And knees bent, unless you feel very, very open today, in which case you could bring your legs out, but you decide what you'd like. And then your arms out and can just zone out. Pelvis heavy, chest lifting. Make sure you're using your breath so you really feel the breath moving along that block. And keep your chin slightly tucked in so that you're not hurting your cervical curve. And your head, if your spine starts to open up a little bit, just rearrange where the block underneath your head is. This is a recommended pose. If you're a person who can only remember one pose and you know that you're going to have one of those nights where you can't sleep or get to sleep as easily as you normally do, take your books, your blocks, whatever you've got, let your whole front body, let it have this space. Let it open up. Make sure you're not zoning out so much. You still have that beautiful breath from the pelvic floor. Remember our journey today was from the pelvic floor and squishing everything all the way up in the front of our body, all the way up and even just near our throat. And now our heart, lungs, chest can have this beautiful space. Bend your knees. Bring the soles of your feet close into your pelvis. Now let's go over to the left. So dig your left elbow in. Help with your left elbow to come off of your blocks. I know it's kind of complicated with your knees bent. And then just go onto your side and don't move. Just notice how the bones are reacting. We're going to come back onto the mat, but not onto our blocks, but the blocks are going to be handy. Come on your back. Knees can tent towards each other, so you just feel those femurs just slide down into your hip sockets. Have your arms out, palms open to the ceiling. And just feel, I'm having to fidget as my body finds its space. You may want to move your torso a little bit further away from your pelvis, the back of your mat. And if you have to lift your head and reposition it because that just feels so much better, then go ahead and do that. Inhaling. Don't zone out yet. Exhaling. The reward for your body is coming up. Bend your knees into your chest. Roll over to the right. Push yourself up to seated. This is the time in the practice where you get your cozy things and you arrange the music that you love, or perhaps this video has some little bit of Shavasana music, or you can choose something that's very long. I'd like you to take your block today and do a supported starfish for your Shavasana. And that will really finish off what we were doing today, chakra tuning. So take the block and put it underneath your pelvis and lie out in a beautiful starfish and have the longest, nicest Shavasana. Really means the world to me that you've come and joined me on this mat. I hope you come often. Thank you so much. Namaste.